All right, hello. Hey there, everyone. We are streaming on YouTube for a live unboxing on AmiAmi goods. AmiAmi goods. Doesn't love AmiAmi goods, right? Before we start, take a few seconds to gather your thoughts and gather everything you need to know. And no, the stream is only on YouTube, guys. YouTube stream only. Exclusively for on YouTube on my channel. I had to create another profile and without messing up all my other stuff. So it was a fun learning experience, and we have no copyright music playlists, 1 hour fixed here. So it's a good thing, right? So I'm gonna turn it down to 15. So for today, we are going to be doing unboxing. But before we get to that, I was supposed to have done this during a stream, but I was like, maybe I should just do it when I'm streaming. So before we get to the unboxing portion, right? I know people love to get onto unboxing. Let's go over to the webcam. Yes, the model won't be moving, but I have realized I just triggered the key, probably when I was typing to YouTube. So my mouth will move though, but the body proportion won't move. That would require the camera. We're gonna go like about this position. So we're gonna start with what we have. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the webcam. You're gonna see the OBS controls and everything and how everything's going, because you know the camera's aiming in that direction. And actually, let me make sure I'm covering anything important up so I'm not doxing my own self on where I live and all that stuff. I have the YouTube app open up, so when I do go over that in direction, I at least have that in front of me along with the webcam that's going to be using. Right now we're currently using the main mic, which is the mic. So where's the webcam? Activate webcam and Command D. So webcam has this filter thing on it, so we're unlocking it now. But then about, you know, privacy is an important thing, guys. If your camera doesn't have it built in or somewhere to lock it or cover it up or something, so as you can see, this is OBS. This is on the YouTube profile. I had to make another profile, and it's a different profile. OBS kind of did crash because I kept doing something to the setting and just crashed. I'm like, you seriously gonna crash on me? Like, so I close it and reopen it a few times to make sure the codings and programming aren't being interfered with. So hopefully it doesn't screw up. But we're only streaming to one platform, and that is YouTube. So now I aim the camera there. No, not the remote control. Like, I got that a while back. It's 8-bit Ultimate Gaming Controller, and I'm still not fully used to it. I'm still learning the AB XY shit in my head. Most of my games are going to use that. And this little bad boy here, analog is wear down. I mentioned it before a long time ago on one of my streams. I love this controller. I want the analogs replaced. I don't know if anyone knows how to fix this and repair it. Like the analogs, take it apart, reclean this up. By the way, the sticker is lost, so I don't know what model this is, but it does not have the light bar on top, only here. So if anyone knows how to fix that and want to refix it for me, hit me up. Hit me up in on Twitter on DMs or on YouTube. And then, you know, with a link to your profile if you're a controller repair. Because if I do it, I'm just gonna screw it up worse. So we have this here, Magic the Gathering on Final Fantasy. So I was gonna do this then, now I'm gonna do it now. So You all know how I love and obsess over Beatrix from Final Fantasy IX, that she wasn't playable, and we had her playable on the mobile game that shut down. Was it a year or two back or so? Like, let's say 1 to 3 years back. It shut down. Appia Final Fantasy mobile game, and Beatrix was the magic paladin. I had her. I have all her stuff. She was my OP magical character, and then I had Cloud and Sephiroth. And Lightning. I think I was using Cloud mostly as my physical hitter, and then Beatrix as my magic hitter, and support, and I think a debuffer too, or support, or something like that. Kind of a shame that mobile game shut down. They could have just made it offline mode and still kept it. But yes, we got this on Beatrix. I really love Beatrix. She's so fun. I want a playable game with her in it, man. Since the mobile game is now gone. And we only partially get to play her only during Alexandra's run, and that's just not good enough. Yes, you can use like a modder or code thing to get her in there. It just doesn't feel legit good because we can't level her up, we can't teach her skills or anything, or enhance her beyond what she's half by default. So that kind of kills the joy of it. So yeah, we have her card. I wanted this. It was definitely I want it. Then we have some Magic Gathering. Have I played Magic? I haven't played Magic Gathering in a long time, guys. So I'm a complete dumb idiot to it now. So if you guys want to ever challenge me or play, let me know. I think that we can figure out a way to do it through the webcam, something, not through the games, because I really don't prefer to play the games. Well, technically, we should probably do the games. But can we learn the basics, right? But I still know some of it. It's similar to Duel Masters. You know, setting up mana and shit per turn, and what you can summon and shit. So, oh man, this box is like foil looking. So, yeah, Cloud here and Sephiroth here. Yeah, right there, Cloud and Sephiroth. Come on, who does not know their Final Fantasy villains? Well, except for the ones with really ridiculous clowning hard names. So we got 2 deck boxes in here. The code to unlock both decks in Magic the Gathering area. Okay, that's cool. Okay, man, then I'll probably have to fit that in then. A music play guide and 2 ready to play 60 card decks. So let's get this open. Is there a proper way to open this without messing up the box? I don't see a way, so we're just gonna go from the side. I wish these boxes would have some way to open it without having to mess up the, cool interior bit. By the way, we will have another unboxing in the future, just so you know, just keep an eye out. And I want to also make sure I don't give out the code, so give me a few seconds here because I don't want anyone using my code. So we'll put the box right over there. So let's see what we got here. So we got 2 little decky, well, they're just boxes, so they put the decks in. One for Sephiroth, one for Cloud. And start kit play guide. So it goes over black, blue, white, green, red. 60 card decks. So yeah, it's just little guy just goes over basic stuff. How to play, set it up and everything. I'll see the code for the music stuff. Expansion symbols and shit. Yeah, that's it. Huh. It said right here on the back there is We got the 2 deck box, magical guy, but a code to unlock both decks and Magic the Gathering area. Well, I don't see it, but I'm gonna put the guide over. Maybe it's in part of the deck box or something. So, well, I don't see it, but I'm guessing we have to like do this, bend it this way, and put those inward. This, and then twist, pop it in, and this and that, and oh man, this is so cool. Yeah, look, there's our deck box. Very small and tiny though. Let me do the same one for over here on Sephiroth. Yeah, this is before we get to the good juicy bits. So, don't worry, we'll eventually get to it. Guess I have to download Magic again. I did have it on Steam. I'm guessing that's what that code's for. So I have to put it on. And there we go. Cloud and Sephiroth. Cloud's always been my favorite fucking hero from Final Fantasy. Yeah, Cloud is not really a first class soldier, but hey, he's got the heart of a first class soldier in the makings of one. He's something what he's not. And that's what he wanted, and he got what he wanted, even though he didn't go through the normal means of requiring it. So and that shit would never change. Do that. Alright, I want to be very careful so I don't drop these decks. Oh. I'm gonna, you know what, let me do this so I don't drop anything. I'm gonna move the mouse over, and then I'm gonna set the decks down right here. Oh, well, okay, maybe that's not a good way to do it. Now like this. This up here. So we're gonna start off with Sephiroth, our homeboy villain who's gone AWOL. We got Sephiroth in the starter kit. Sephiroth's planetary hair, legendary creature, human avatar soldier, 4/4. Come on, I expected Sephiroth to have a fucking solid 10/10 for his attack and defense, because this bastard is not easy to beat. He's a first class soldier. He's beyond a normal first class soldier. Even Zack in Genesis and Angel really couldn't keep up with Sephiroth because he's way too strong. It's definitely holic foil. So I'm gonna put that to the side, and this is the deck we're given. So let me go ahead and open up this pack. Now, I think I forgot to do something important. Hold on. There we go. I got it. Right now, I'm charging up our doorbell because it is very powered currently right now. I wanted to hot wire it, but I don't want to drill holes into the house. So, dude, that's a thick deck, guys. Thick. Oh, okay. I see the code. Oh boy, I am not showing that. I'm gonna take those out so I don't show that. So we have a bunch of these in here. So I'm guessing it's like 3 of a type. Yeah, there's a couple different types in here. Are these supposed to be Final Fantasy? Okay, now we get into Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, the Undercity Dire Rats. Yeah, I almost forgot about those guys. And then yeah, some of these are Final Fantasy monsters. I don't remember this one though. Oh, Shinra and reinforcements. How did reinforcements kill Zack? Sounds like plot armor for them. Sephiroth's intervention. Destroy the target creature and you gain 2 life. The same signature move he took Aerith out with. Well, he just came raining down. Wait. I think he's wearing gloves. He took Aerith's life without gloves, and he's wearing gloves. Come on, guys. Can you have kept to the original script, kept it without the gloves? Because we all know it was a graphical mistake. So yeah, we have a lot of good cards in here, I guess. Overkill. Wow. You got some Titus going in here with the overkill stuff. But we got some different cards in here, so, and some different villains in here too, and common ones. Oh, 10-year-old Dark City. That's Final Fantasy 9, guys. I remember that city. It looks way different from what you think. Well, I know it's from Final Fantasy 9 because Genderless Dark City, I've been there so many times. And that's where Gilgamesh stole our gil from us, the armament dude. I know they have the booster packs, and I would love to have got the booster packs, but those were sold out and way too much money for me to afford. So if you guys want to assist me in acquiring those cards, be my guest. I'll be happy. I can only afford what was, well, technically I was way too late to this game knowing that they had these. So and then we got treasure, and oh, the back of this has something different too. Copy token, so we can copy. There's 2 of them. Robot warrior. So these have 2 double sides, so that's pretty cool. So this is our Sephiroth deck. I would assume Beatrix came in Sephiroth's deck, but and she was partially kind of like a villain, but not all the way. I'm gonna put this into the thing. I'm gonna be keeping these and not actually using them. I guess I'll just play it on there. But unless you guys want to play it in person. Oh, I just put it in the freaking cloud one. I wasn't paying attention. You guys, even I made mistakes. It happens to the best. Everyone makes mistakes when they're talking and not thinking clearly. So this is our Sephiroth deck. And we got Cloud's card right here. I'm glad I got this on Cloud. I expected Cloud to be at least more than a 4/4, but okay. Oh, okay, so it comes with a really good effect. So hard to open these packs, I swear. The way how they make them like this, it's like really kind of hard to open. And I don't want to use scissors. Oh, there we go. So we'll go ahead through these. Oh, we got Cloud Bud Mogul. I know that monster. Yeah, these are some familiar creatures. Fate of the Sun Crystal. Final Fantasy 12. The dying Tennessee. I'm sorry, guys. I'm fucking butchering this shit. It's been so long since I fucking had played well, Final Fantasy 12. It was back on PlayStation 2. Haven't played that in a long time. But the Dynasty, this happens way before Final Fantasy Tactics, guys. Like, Tactics is like way in the future after all the advanced technology and shit and ships sank. You would have me destroy the Empire? Is this my duty? Is this what you want? So yes, this is the Mosker. And but Steiner. He has 2-1 on. I expect him to be a little strong, but lifelink, okay. The crystal's chosen. Dragoon Lance, which is Kane. Was it Kane's name? Let me see. I didn't say, but I would assume. In a long time. Oh yeah. So Beatrix came in here, guys. So I got an extra copy of Beatrix for not. But I guess I'll keep this one like this in here and put it on the shelf then. We have a Beatrix in here already. There's no point in adding another Beatrix. Ooh. Warrior Sword. We got some good Final Fantasy in here. Samurai Katanas. Oh, Barrett. Yeah, our boy Barrett's in here. It would be weird if it was not in here at all. 4-4 for Barrett. Oh, Lightning. Yeah. God, so much people talk shit about Final Fantasy back then. On Final Fantasy 13. Oh, Final Fantasy 13 is so dumb and stupid. And Final Fantasy 13 2 and Lightning Return. I'm gonna be honest, Lightning Return was probably the most stupidest intro because with the whole Doomsday countdown, because it reminded me of Valkyrie Profiles. Doomsday, you have a certain amount of days, you get enough in Earhart to save Asgard. And Egram was just like, oh no, fan was like, oh, Egram's not even worthy to be a hit in here. I'll just let him die. Fuck that guy. We don't like him. Because he played a big key role, so Barrett may have no stuff that she wasn't telling us. But yeah, the Doomsday Clock in that game and the one in Lightning's Return are very similar in concepts. You have a certain amount of days to save as many souls as possible before Judgment Day. Oh, wait. Judgment Bolt. I don't remember this guy. He might have been from the new Final Fantasy games I did not touched on yet. Ultima weapon, Cloud's ultimate weapons in here. It's nice. Yeah, it's a shame these great places ult it. So we got some basic land cards in here. So if you guys don't know, basic lands is white and fire. So this is a white and fire deck from the looks of it. So they're token hero creatures and they have a backside to them as well. Token creature hero. Yep. So we got that, and then on the reverse side, they're just token creatures, nothing special with these. Which is fine. So we're gonna go ahead and put that away into the box now. Since we know we get a code to put into the actual game, we could just practice there and play. I wanted to get these two knocked out of the way. So these two decks will be along with the extra Beatrix card. I had to order for apparently no reason, but hey, I can put them in my thing on my shelf over there. we got through that, guys. That's one thing we got through. So we're gonna clean up this spot real quick, and don't worry, we're just gonna continue. We're not done. I was just doing that. That was just a warm-up course. But you wasted so much time on that warm-up course. It's like 28 minutes in. I know, we're 8 minutes in, but that's fine. That's why this is a live broadcast, guys. All right. So in order to do this, it's going to be a little tricky. All right, just turning up the brightness to my actual room light because I have to move the chair. Gotta make room, guys. So, y'all know my computer desk and all this is here, right? It's very cramped. And yeah, right there's my bed. Not enough room in this corner to do all the boxes and stuff. So I had to clear up as much space over that direction for everything. And I just moved my chair that way so we can do it over that way. We're gonna have to switch mics though. I'm gonna mute them. And now we're on the other mic. That's our mic on the actual webcam itself, which you can't see because I would have to have a webcam to show a webcam. The logic in that. Oh. So I have that on. Yeah, and this does have a adjustable brightness. It's like this controller by this company. It's nice, but we're gonna need some brightness. Because if not, we're not gonna be able to see. Well, we'll still be able to see, just we'll have better light when we have to show the stuff. So, yeah, you probably can see all this stuff. You know what? This shelf could have been for my extra new stuff that's there, but we're gonna have to maximize as much we can get in there. But I want to do something with the shelf besides all this crap up here and that there, because most of this stuff used to be in this thing over here, in this over here and on top of there, but then that just has mail because I'm managing all the goddamn mail here, bills and everything, and that just has important paperwork in there. So that now that's just full of paperwork, important papers, printer paper, and stuff. So shame. I would love this room to be a lot bigger in size so I can separate most of the stuff. All right, now we're moving over. I see my reflection in the TV, so I'll aim the camera a little low. Yes, my slipper shoes. I only got them and they're ready like after a while. And yet we do have some more crap this way. Look at that. I used to have the PS3 down there and I have the PS4 on the other one. And then this computer, if you guys are interested and want to get this computer, I am selling it for 30 bucks. If you want to buy it, if you live close around Melvin, Illinois, for example, right? If you live near the city or Gibson or Paxton, let me know and I can come drop this computer shit off and get rid of it. It's not mine, it belongs to my mom. She doesn't want it no more. She can't see, so if you guys want it, it's 30 bucks. I throw 2 different keyboards. I throw one of my old keyboards in along with the other because the other one didn't. I don't think the other one worked, but both keyboards are there. The tower works, just no monitor. Well, I could give you a monitor, but that would mean you giving up the E-machine monitor back that way because I needed a monitor because I had to send back the same monitor which I have to the left there, right? The Asus monitor, because the other one had a artifact going through the screen which kind of messed it up. So oh yeah, you probably kill yourself. If you're smart enough, you would pause that. But yeah, I never been on webcam, but mostly through my model and stuff. I haven't even been on webcam. Well, maybe because I don't like the way how I look, and that's regarding my weight size. And I've been trying to lose weight, so that's one of my main goals is to drop down to 200 pounds. So I'm on a partial liquid diet. Had to stop the alarm. Has to take my blood medication. If I lose a lot of my weight, I don't have to take that shit anymore. What my doctor told me. Shit, man. Shit. So before I reveal this, I need to cut off the portion that has my address on it. So give me a second. I love how they just put it like this. Proprietary Mail Express. And then I pay EMS for this? Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest, the shipping has gotten terribly high from AmiAmi. I'm thinking I've already started slowing down on what I'm gonna be getting now because the shipping cost is so terrible now, guys. It's way too much money than it should be. Let me see, how much was shipping? 1,400,000 yen. I believe that's around roughly 80 to almost $100 or so in shipping alone. Based on what's in here, the weight, just everything. So I'm a little disappointed there on that. Yeah. So I'm getting that out of the way. And if you guys are curious and wanting to see the documentaries, we can. Sadly, though, Merlin's other side is forbidden from being shown on webcam. So, and the reason why I say that is because it's not safe for work on her. It's pretty much just her lewd, completely undressed in the position. So, airmail. What the heck? It says EMS, but it's airmail to AM Chicago. Okay, that's what it sent it to. Why do I took forever? I hate when things go to Chicago. Please handle with care. I love they have that in the box. So have a turn here. So that's nice. Because stuff in here is fragile. Proprietary Mail Express. But yes, this is from AmiAmi, guys. Caution, fragile package, handle with care. And the box kind of got a little not too badly beat up. Maybe a little pinching poke right over yonder, but that's not too bad. So and I almost forgot, I have a figure. I don't think you can see it from that angle though, but well, no, not if I keep the camera aim a little low. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, a little high up there is a figure from a Vision novel game, the Kari series or whatever Vision novel game. Ringa from there is kind of in her loop position. Does she have nothing covering her chest? I have a succubus there, Limaru or Rimuru. You know, they have mistranslated her name twice now. So which one's the correct one, I can't say for sure. I probably say it's Rimuru. Not Rimuru, but Rimuru. But then again, Limaru might, with the L spelling, might be better for her. So it's a little less confusing, close to Rimuru's name. And then we have another succubus there with a really edgy lube outfit, and her bunny succubus for Rimuru or Limaru. It's kind of like in a bunny outfit. And then there's another one with her, because it came with two figures instead of one, because instead of being a swappable part, it's two different bodies ready put together, and that's it. I kind of like that it came with two. One that where she's just wearing her top, that one, but not the bunny outfit, and then the other one's just the bunny outfit with the top. You don't have to have the top on; those are stickable by the little thing that comes with it. The sticky things that hold it in place, the cast off parts, is not that strong a sticky residue, so I don't know why they even try using that crap. That shit don't work. So I use my own double speak version of it here that we have here in America that isn't too strong. It's by Snake Viper or something for double-sided tape. My new pairs of scissors is going through a lot of action. These scissors get new action than my old pair did. Actually, I don't even have my old pair no more. Maybe? I don't know if they kept the scissors or not, or throw it away, because it was in my dad's room when he passed away. Which was sad. It's, to be honest, it's really hard because, you know, it's really hard when you lose someone. So I always helped him every day ever since he lost his vision from Cadillac, and took care of his medicine, took him to his appointments. Pretty much I did everything for him and my mom. The second born, always doing everything, while the first born doesn't do shit. So well, So I'm noticing the webcam mic was not moving just now, and I looked up and like, wait, why is it not moving? And I hate when shit like that happens. So you probably missed a lot of shit I was talking about and saying. So fuck, right? We can't go back 1 hour, 5 minutes, but that's fine. That's fine. You saw me unbox most of the shit, so that's good. So let's deactivate the webcam here. I'm just gonna unplug. I hate when shit like that happens, and it's kind of annoying. There's no reason why that mic shouldn't have worked. So I just unplugged it and replugged it. I'm assuming something must have happened that have caused it to stop working, or it just wasn't working. I was just being a fucking like dense idiot, not noticing that shit. But that's fine. You guys know I was referring to you Zen when I was showing her, and I was pulling up a list from my AmiAmi list. So you guys didn't miss shit. Don't worry. Lucky I looked my dumbass head up at the computer. Probably I should keep the audio open on my phone, that way I can hear. So if something does cut out, I would know away instantly. So let's go ahead and reactivate the webcam. All right, so we're still good. It's possible that this USB hub I bought brand new, because my old one I used to have set up here, my cat destroyed it and I had to retire it, and there was no other company that had it, and they weren't selling it anymore, so I had to get a new one. That one has been disconnecting. Sometimes the camera might freeze or not work. So we're gonna go ahead. You probably didn't know I was rambling about Rimuru all this time and live stuff. So I'm gonna probably see if I can get, I don't know, look, another big box. I'm gonna have to sort out somehow. I think that's the problem, is the boxes. So I'm gonna have to keep these big boxes. So let's aim it down. So we're gonna start with the big boxes for the time being. We're gonna switch to the smaller stuff. So I'm grabbing them out of the box right now. Okay. So our next introduction is Dorothy from Goddess of Victory Nike, and I noticed she's upside down in there, but yeah, that's Dorothy, guys. And I do have her documentary hanging up. I got it from Pounds thing. I ordered there and they sent it to me. I really do love her. She does have a her outfit does change to our darker version. So yes, Goddess of Victory Nike, Alice, Dorothy. I have a few others, but I can't recall right now off the top of my head. Next, we have a Rimuru little acrylic keychain. So it says Rimuru Sama and wait, no, Rimuru Sama and Hamburger. So yeah. So I'm actually also pressing the button here to make sure I can hear the audio from there. And then we have this Aline Clover from that one anime. Yeah, I love that I said that one anime. It's not a really good fantasy world. It's not an isekai. It's okay. I liked her. She's a workaholic, and I love my workaholic type characters. So think about it. Lady Noir was a workaholic, so that's why I got her. It's basic. It wasn't that much. So I grabbed that on her. She'll double go up with the other Nimroids. Then go back a bit here. She was 3,900 yen. That's about roughly well, they don't have the price there, but around 30 or 40 bucks or so. They're approaching about 880 Japanese yen, about like $4, $2, $2 to $4 maybe. So, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I hear the audio. The Dorothy is about 1,180 Japanese yen. You guys do the math there, you figure it out. Then we have my dress up darling, Sojuna Inu. She was my favorite girl from there. And we have her little plushie. Oh my god! I'm gonna put her next to the other one. Oh my god, her legs. Oh my god, she's so adorable. I was gonna get her normal figure and her normal self, but she's just wearing a t-shirt for a high price. I was like, I don't really care seeing her in a t-shirt. I'd rather see her dressed up and looking cute, or maybe in a bikini or something, or a swimsuit. So I got this on her because she cosplayed this character she loved, and that's gonna be going ahead to join our other pushies right all the way up there, because one shelf's supposed to be all about pushies, guys. So yes, she's adorable. I love her. By the way, don't be fooled by her appearance. She might look very petite, like a kid, but she's not a kid, guys. She's in college. Her sister, who's the bigger version, you would think she's in college, but no, she's the one in school still. She's the little kid, even though she has the bigger bust than her bigger sister. She's the big sister, the other one's the little sister. You know, wait, shouldn't it be the big sister who's the big sister? No, the big sister, the big body version one of her sister. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. The little sister is the big one, and the big sister is the little one. So that's telling you a lot, guys. Anime, right? All right. Before we continue, we're gonna go ahead and sort some stuff. But. All right. Camera's still functioning and working, so we're going over this way. Camera alert. Camera alert, guys. So, we're gonna organize some stuff, but before we organize, we're gonna take a 10-20 minute break. Well, maybe a 10-minute break. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, because I'm the only one who's in the house, so I'm the only one who helps my mom, and she's calling like crazy. So we won't be too long. Like, I would do this at night, but then again, I'll be tired by the time I finish. So guys, remember, that's why we can skip videos. Video skipping exists to get to where we need. So we'll be right back. So don't go nowhere. right. Let's sorry about the long break. Going over. Trust me, guys. You understand one day when you're taking care of your own parents or someone or a loved one that things always come up. So, so I did manage to come back in here during that time, but not enough to enable the camera to show you. But so right in here, I have the Rimuru figure. I had to move some of the other stuff around because Rimuru's outfit on this one kind of went back a little bit because of the scarf and that. So it's right in front of here. I had to move this one over. We got the acrylic one in there. I didn't take it out, the wrapping. We got a hand towel here that's been there for a while. I moved the other one that was on the other two Raphaels over, the other one here and the other here, the cheapy little Rimurus. So that is pretty good. I got this next shelf here unavailable, but oh crap, look, I just realized my Wing Gundam's arm fell off. Jesus. Oh man, that's hilarious. Okay. Oh boy. And you know what? I never got around to doing these, but I guess we can toss those in after a bit. Oh yeah, and we do have this. We never got around to opening this either, so we'll try to wrap it up. I didn't think the stream was going to be this long. I'm going to have to probably trim down on that section I was going for long and then have YouTube reload it. So you probably can see some staples, and it's because I used that because the glue here was becoming undone because of the heat weather here in where I live. It's really hot right now, so the glue was becoming undone. Oh. So we have two of them all out. I'm gonna have to move this over so we can get the camera in here. Yep. So I don't know when this arm fell off. It could have happened anytime. So let's get this Wing Gundam out. The problem with Wing Gundam is I have a very loose joint, and that's very loose. I try to get a replacement, but it's impossible. So it should hopefully hold. Maybe because the floor was shaking, because the floor is kind of like wobbly from time to time. People walk really hard, so that could have made it kind of loose. Ugh. I have no way to know if I'm aiming any of this shit right, so let me grab the phone. Chair right over here so I have the phone in front of me, because I cannot look at the monitor, so I think I have the camera aimed right. Turn it over a bit more. Then we're going to scoot it up a bit. So you probably can see right here we have Aki from Blue Archives. It's supposed to be a garage kid made figure, but this one isn't technically I'm gonna say legit. This one was already pre-painted and made up. Sadly, I got it because I wanted her. I know I'm gonna have to replace it at some point if I ever get the real garage kit that is actually, you know, painted. And hold on, I had some piece of paper just floating right around. Okay, I should keep it from falling now. I just put the scissors on top. We do have some more Remember figures in these boxes down here. They never came out with their boxings, but that's fine. We'll shave it when we have another shelf. Spread it more. Eventually these shelves will get reorganized. I know you've seen this before. I have to be very careful. So this Outling figure is legit. The only two that are probably not legit and probably fall on the category as fake, it would be this right here, because the seller said it was official and they completely lied to me, and I was like, oh, it still looks good, and even though it's not legit, I kept it in there. So I do love St. Louis, but eventually it's the garage kit version of this. I believe it's a garage kit and it was put together. Ever finds its way on the line for sale, the real thing, it probably be worth a lot of money, so it'd be hard to get, but eventually probably try to nab it. This one's not the actual real thing. Same thing with the Aki one from Blue Archives. So I'm trying to think here what I'm gonna do. I want to be very careful with all this. We have 3 Gundams over here: Wing Gundam from the movie, Notice Waltz, and then we got Strike Freedom, my favorite Gundams. So I don't think that's gonna make much of a difference because Nikki's base stand kind of eats away. I was hoping I could put a figure in there, the Alzerline figure, and she's gonna take up a good amount of space. Let's see. What I can do is take Miku and Luca out of here and put them towards the bottom shelves for now. That will help free up some space. So I'm gonna open up the bottom portion of this. We're gonna take Luca here, and we're gonna put her down by Fedora, because I moved Fedora down there. And then Miku here. Cool. It's my Snow Miku. We go down to the bottom with Luca. Well, apparently her figure base is a little too big. Damn, that's bunching me. So, let me do something. Okay, let's see if we can fit now. I had to move over those acrylic things. So, okay, yeah, it fit this time. So I need to lower this down so you can see what I'm talking about. So I have those two right down there. Fedora's down here. There's a couple more other figures this way. This shelf and that shelf don't have any lights, so I didn't have time to get more LEDs. So yes. Now I'm covering that up so you don't see the other shelf with the lewd stuff on it. I might have shown it by mistake a little bit, but it should be fine if you're of legal age, so shouldn't have any problems. Yeah, you probably might have seen it. I would pay no mind to that, but. And then this I had with it, we'll just put it right on top of Luca's base. As the keychain will just remain here for Luca.
So we're gonna go ahead and move over St. Louis right here, over to this corner. Actually, move her out for a second. What do you think here? We're gonna go ahead and toss her right over here, and then the other one, see right there, it'll slide right back there. Now let's see if we can get her to fit in here, the other one. So it should fit here in this corner, right? Technically, I would love to have that on carpet, but it would fit right there. But it's not going to work because she's the angle in her face and poses. It would make sense for her to be like this, because her face is this way. We want her to face this way, but we don't want her to fall. So we have a good view of her booty. She is very adorable using here. She's from Mauser Lane, guys, so if you're wondering. Yeah. See, finding the right angle here is kind of like a challenge. I could just put the shield over to the side a bit and angle her. By the way, her outfit is kind of like glitter-like, so, and I'm not really too big on glitter stuff. And the one on the couch is official too, by the way, guys. It's just that one right here. It's not. It's fine though. We'll eventually, if we ever get the real one, it will replace. But the one on the couch here is official now. Try to be careful because I don't want to drop her off the couch and then she gets ruined and smashed up. There we go. We can move the couch farther back with her in it. There we go. We're trying our best to micromanage this as much as we can. By the way, I have this Anaki. It is it's a fan-made card thing, so I have her in here. I have her in the corner here, but you wouldn't technically notice it. And there's a Miku there, and some other stuff. And there's a Farina back there. See, that's why the shelf management here is not that really great. So eventually we'll take care of that at some point. While we're at it, right? So we have this, right? We can put these on the chain. Well, let's go ahead and get this out. We got Texas and Lapis. Those two are from Mauser Lane. Lapis is very obsessed with Texas, and I don't think Texas is obsessed with her, but a lot of people always say those two are like an item couple or something. I don't really know. It's what the community said, so I would take everything as a grain of salt. But, and I gotta be honest, I played the game and I never noticed anything like that. So, actually, I haven't played in a long time though. Now, when I think about it, now it's been a while. As for this, just angle it here, right there. Or should we just keep them in the box and put them out like for display like this? It's just like, because the boxes would just take up space. So maybe leave them in there and not take them out and keep them like this. I already took the wrapper off because, you know, they come with acrylics to hold them up too on the chain, and those would take a little space. So I'll decide after a bit with those. But let us grab. All right. Someone right next to me, so I know the camera is being aimed correctly, and I know the audio is working because I hear. Guys, this would be still better if I had it listed right. Yep, I couldn't agree more. So we're taking doors here out of this. I kind of wish the backs would be sealed so they won't ever get scratched. So if you guys are wondering the manufacturer's name, isn't Doris adorable, guys? I love her from guys at Victory Nikkei, or just simply Nikkei. And I know I say Doris, but it's really Dorothy. Doris is kind of like a nickname for me when I addressed her. But yeah, Dorothy is amazing. And I'm kind of glad I have her little acrylic. So it's kind of small. And I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. As for this, with her thing, I should really put it somewhere. Could be like a piece of material to decorate stuff, but with the amount of space and stuff I have working with, hopefully we can come back and think of a better way to manage it. But I'll keep this in a safe spot, pull it right down top of the room box, which I have there. So yeah, you can see that I have some boxes I was stocking here in order to get the Bridget right here. This is a Bridget document made by a fan. It's on Pixel's booth, I believe, and another place. There are only two places that seems to have it. And the artist sent me to the AliExpress version of it, where they said that's where they also sell it too. Because on AliExpress, you have to be careful because they sell bootleg shit, but this is legit. The seller confirmed that's the shop they used when they produced their shit for other people. It is two-way material, and actually I think I need to take it out and give it a good rinse because I can tell it looks like a little just covered in some dust there. It needs to be dustly washed. So we still have a little bit of headroom, but it comes down to our next items are going to take how much space. So let's go ahead and move the camera back this way. We'll keep it here. So our next items are, well, I already showed you the Sanjuna. So we have her figure here. It looks really cute and adorable. These figures should be on the smaller side, and I want to put these all the way on top. This is her again cosplaying it. Genderless NG Black Lily. So This one's by Sega. Knowing these shouldn't be too big, both of them. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get them to work all the way on top. So I want to put those all the way at top, and the Rumor Demon box is right there, and that would free up Comet from being blocked out so much. Because I have Merlin and Nuceling up there in their card, and Silly, not Silly, Kali from Kitchen Impact card. That would be a good spot to put them in, but I would have to move the Rumor Demon Lord box somewhere else. And I don't see any other places around here that would work. Now regarding this shelf here, I plan to at least free up these 2 shelves and then I can use them. I know they did not have any acrylic panels or anything, but I can definitely make use of them. I just got to organize these 2 later on and I can start putting stuff there. But let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the last other item. Now, you guys know I'm gonna have an issue because this shelf here has 2 of my comic figures. This one's done by a company, so this one I'm touching on is done by a company. I don't think it's on my figure collection. It could be or not. I don't remember seeing it there. Then we have Kama's other figure right here, which is her Nimrod, and then her actual figure. I didn't get her younger form one that was in the like snowy like field outfit, cool looking outfit. No, I should have left this here in the box because I don't really plan on using this yet. I put the extra bonus one that I have on her for her blush because I wanted to see Kama blush more than just be Sonic like this. So we're gonna probably eventually put that in the box. I'm gonna take that out. I'm not sure why I even consider doing that, putting that there, but we got some card sleeves on Nia. These were going to be used for my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but then I decided to put them back. Yeah, they kind of opened them. So those are going to get removed. We have a bunch of other Nia stuff out, but the only problem is there's no room to put my Kama figure. And this is her in her final extension and in grown-up adult form. It's 1/7 scale painted figure. It's by Type Moon FGO Project, and I love it. I love how this design is. Kama is just so if you guys don't know, Kama is my #1 absolute waifu from Fate Grand Order. I know, you'd be like, wait, isn't it not Jane DR? Isn't it not Jack the Ripper? Isn't it not all these other characters? No. If I had to name my top 7 FGO waifus, Kama would take the #1 spot. #2 spot would probably have to go to Merlin. No, not Mel Merlin, guys. That's prototype Merlin, or AKA Lady Avalon, but we know their name is Merlin, or we could just say Lady Merlin. We'll take the #2 spot, and then Nuceling as the #3 spot. #4 would probably be our Genderless Saber, which is right up there. Kakuru, I think that's how you pronounce it. I might be saying it a little wrong. Kakui. It's really like a boyish name for them, but they're Genderless Saber. But from what I can tell, they're not like the same case like a Stoffel where they're just pretending they're not a boy or a girl. They actually are genderless, and that's what the author said. So yes, and there are times they refer to back and forth between he and she. So until I finish playing the game and get a better solid confirmation, I'm gonna stick to what the author's really been saying to get a more better definition on them. They would be my #4. I think there's another one. I want to say Atalanta, but And I do like Atlanta because she's kind of, well, she's technically like lion type cat. Not like a cat, but a lion type. Based on her appearance and years and tell. So that would be number 5. And then we got Kingu, who we are right there. Sadly, no, I don't have any figures on Jane DR. Because I like Jane, I like the normal Jane, I like the ultra one, and I like the little one. And I always refer to them as the Jane sisters. So I love to have all 3 of them in my collection. But I kind of consider them, technically they're all one and the same, minus the ultra one being a little different from her, since she was kind of like made through her one person who was really obsessed with her. So this comic figure is, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this comic figure is no way in heck it's gonna fit in here at all. It's just not gonna work, because this comic figure has a wide base. I'm not sure you can see it in the box, but it has a wide base, very wide indeed. And yeah, it's too wide. I would have to remove this of Kama, Enkidu, and maybe a few others, maybe the Sakura one and Kirimi back there. I would have to relocate them, so that wouldn't work. So my only solution would be is take out all the non-fake characters and Data Life characters out of this spot and relocate them into a new shelf, and I can come back later to insert this. So this comic figure is going to remain in the box. Sadly, I hate to do that. It's just no way in heck this is going to work in here, because I would have to remove a lot, and that would take way too much time. I know I should have prepared ahead of time. I did try to, and it's just not enough time, because I'm very limited in my time, because I have to work constantly. So I will find a home for her in here once I relocated most of this stuff, but all the comic figures will be in here. As for the Genshin, like Barbatos over here, we'll still keep there. Maybe we could throw Farina here, Barbatos and Farina in this section, along with Kama, and then all the non-fake characters will be removed out to a different shelf. All the non-fake characters, so that's gonna be a lot of tough one. And the last shelf below, it has a bunch of Beetle figures there, so dang. That was like the one thing I was concerned about when try to do a live stream and try to arrange and change all this, and there's no way I will be able to accomplish that on my own without having someone's help and assistance to micromanage and go around this stuff. You know, it's the same problem. I was going to put her figures up there along with her pushy. So let's see if we can accomplish that. So I said I have to remove the Demon Lord box, right? If I take Rimmer out the box, it'll just take up less space. And I have this Rimmer card box with Rimmer cards in it. And it has some Pokemon stuff all the way up there too. So I now have my other Rimuru thing right here, right? So, man, this is so much. So, let's take this, put it to the side. If you guys are curious what this clock is, it is SD. So, from How to Pick Up a Girl in a Dungeon. And it does glow if you press the 2 pegs down. It does have a thing for it in here. I had this for a long time. I think this was from eBay. I don't know if this is official merchandise or not, but I got it because, you know, who doesn't love SD from How to Pick Up a Girl in a Dungeon? Her figure is all the way down below. Technically, this should be with it, but that would kind of be dumb. That's why I had it up here. So we're gonna put that right here for the time being. You got Ren's figure right there. So like I said, we have Merlin and Museline right here, and I need to make room for Museline's figures. That's going to be coming soon. It got delayed to another month, so it might come out next month. So I want that figure and this Nimue to be together along with Merlin's figure somewhere up here. So I really wanted to get that Rimuru figure moved somewhere else. And we do have a bunch of little Pokemons up here. And no, the heart is not a Pokemon. That's just something I got from my thing and I kept. And we do have Genshin cards. If you guys like Shinki, let me know. If you are, I'll definitely put her up for yourself. I do like her, but she's, I can't say she's a waifu for me 100%. Ula would be a waifu, the Mondstadt for me, and Bookworm Xingqiu. Who doesn't like Xingqiu? Water Boy, right? But if you guys are interested, let me know. And these two could definitely be up for sale. So I had them up there just to keep them there safe. So what I'm doing is just moving some stuff. We have a slot machine here. No? Is the berries dead? Well, that's the coin department. Well, this thing's got some dust, but pretty sure the berry is dead. I don't see no switch to power it on, so yeah, this thing must have drank a lot of power, but it's a slot machine that I can remove somewhere else. So this Rimuru figure is pretty huge. It was going to go down in this Rimuru thing, but I wanted to put it on a bigger version of the shelf that would have been where the TV is. I never got around to wall mounting this TV out of this spot over to my computer area where the wall scrolls are hanging right over a little that way. So, and the reason why I didn't put it there is because the vent. So we definitely could have room to put more figures right there. I just have to relocate this Rimuru. Demon Lord Rimuru here. And that's gonna be a challenge. Oh yes, now we can see Comet in her full glory almost, but I had to fold them halfway up is because when I had them down, the other side of it got clawed by the cat. When we got our new cat Molly Bear, he first clawed the crap out of them both, and I didn't realize he was trying to reach up for them when they were all the way down. I was like, oh my god. So I cannot get these two again, but they are selling them in the Pixel booth, but not in peachskin material in two-way. So I could definitely replace them in two-way at some point. And then I guess these will just become back with some pillows and other purposes or so. But I won't get rid of them because, you know, they're not badly as damaged. It's just nail strings pulled at the very bottom. Like, if you see it, you'd be like, oh my god, that you should have got rid of the cat. I know, but I love my cat. So, didn't think that that cat was going to do it. All my other previous cats never did that. They were so friendly and were very respectful cats. But we have room now. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one out, and then we can set it up over here. This is where it's gonna go. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the box now. I know you guys didn't wait for me to come back and wait this damn long. It's like, oh my god, you took forever. Now you're not gonna unbox the others. This is such a horrible live stream unboxing. I know I'm not opening the comment. Well, technically comments can go up there. You could definitely put comment right there. That way she's with her docky camera right there. Well, I already used the scissors to scratch the box up by mistake, but it's the way how they put the tapes really in their row. So trying my best not to do any more harm. Damn, I hate these type of figures when the pigs are on the actual goddamn feet. And these are the kind of figures that should be kept, you know, in acrylic protection. So there we go. We got her out. It comes with some cool stuff to decorate up. And the pigs are on the damn feet. I hate that. I want it on the base. Please make all your figures on the base, people. Manufacturers, come on. I just hate that, really. That is the problem I have with the rumor figure right there with the sword right there. It's kind of warping a little. The pigs broke on it because of heat. If it gets too humid and hot in here, it will break and snap. So, yeah, this, I'm gonna set that there. So this is good. The spot's gonna accumulate it. We could put the comma figure, but comma's gonna take a lot of space. She's a big base girl. with big base in her adult form, you know what I mean. So these pieces are like that. I'm gonna set them there. There's really nothing wrong with having the fingers out like this, as long as you keep your room temperature cool. during hot days and it doesn't get too humid. But when it comes winter and you got to get your room warm, you want to do everything you can to preserve and protect your figures that are very sensitive to like temperatures. As you can see, my panels I have attached, I had to use staples in order to keep them because the glue came undone. I tried redoing them with super glue, still became undone. It was just so humid in here. It was the highest, I think the highest time we ever got the heater up in here was about 90, and it's because my mom's badly anemic and it's killing me here. It was like hot in my room. I had to close my door and everything to get my room cold with the fan when it opened. But then I get sick with like ammonia and stuff, or I get sick with ammonia, like ammonia weather stuff. And I call it bronchitis twice. First time a long time ago, and then again I haven't caught that stuff in a long time. Bronchitis. It was, all my symptoms this time around was way different from my first encounter. Maybe because my adrenaline kicked back in when I was playing Payday. It overpowered it. It was probably why I felt less like ooh. So just try to be careful and gentle. Yeah, there we go. Not bad. She looks pretty good, guys. Well, I kind of spoke too soon here, so don't worry, you can't see panties or anything. But if you look carefully on her leg, she has like a black marking. I don't know if that's ink or is that a scratch. It's not a scratch, it looks like ink, maybe paint. But in all seriousness though, based on her weight, she shouldn't, she has balance, she shouldn't break. I just don't like those. I preferred them to be on the base like the other one was, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's see if we can get this in here. So we're gonna set her here. So it's not too far apart. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna set her down for a sec. She should be fine. I need to look at the box, you know? Okay, this is what we're looking for. Because we need to know where those things go. So I'm gonna do a little cleanup real quick. Oh, what the hell am I doing? So let's put this right here for a second. So based on Sujuna's position, okay, she went all the way. Thank God. She seems to have some balance, but I still worried the heat will snap it at some point. I pray not. So we're going to turn this figure bit over. rotate it. Okay, I don't think it's gonna go anymore, and I want to force it because then if my hand goes off to the side even a little bit, I can snap it. I think it goes this way because the way how it's, you know, it's positioned, right? That one went in much easier than the other. Yeah, it feels like it's not all the way in, because it's kind of not. And look, once you slide it in, it's so hard to unslide out. Okay, got it. And look at it a lot carefully. Okay, that looks good. So let's turn her to the same pose angle. There we go. No, it feels like you see her eyes right there. Yeah, something like that. When you're facing her from my angle, which is right here, this is what she looks like. So she's gonna go right here for the time being, and we're gonna go get the other one prepared. Before we go get the other one prepared, haha, a little pushy. We got that now. We could probably put it somewhere right over here, right? There we go. The shelf is as far back as it goes to the wall, but it's not fashion or secure into the wall, but sadly no. Well, it should be, but it's not. It won't tilt or anything because these two shelves are connecting together side by side, even though they're kind of like unevenly unbalanced. I'm sorry, not unevenly balanced, but when you see here, there's a little gap where this goes back more, and that's because the power cord is behind there, which is creating that weird gap. So as long as it doesn't sit too far back, you good? This next one of her is much lighter, so the material should be able to withstand heat. That one is kind of on the heavy side. It does feel heavy, but I still don't trust it. I'll probably end up relocating it into a different shelf. So I really don't feel comfortable with it there in the open like that. So yeah, this figure is on a much lighter side, and the base is, well, the hole's on the base. That way, it's not a replaceable one, but it's still fine because I prefer it on the base than the actual figure itself, which is a good thing. So, as you can see, the paint is on here. I wish it was steel, or at least like one of those removable ones we just seen earlier on the other figure. I'm glad that removable one had that type of design, because that page removable one seemed like very helpful. So we're gonna, it's like you see it goes right here, and then that's it. It's in. No more. Isn't she so adorable, guys? Oh god. Oh, I can see her falling down over that way. Yeah. So I'm gonna do this. This one's on the heavier side. Put her right there, and then scoot this one, kind of like to give it support. There we go. But we still have room for a couple more stuff up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble this, put this back in, put this plastic into the box, because those boxes are gonna take up storage. It's a Zestiria VD. But I do have room to put the combine right here for the temporary. At least I get her out the box, so let's see what we can accomplish there. Judging by how the base is in diameter, it would take a lot of spot. Probably if I push some of this stuff over a little to the right, we can definitely get her to fit here. So I'm gonna do this, move this over, move this even up the line. Just moving this channel figure, and Aussie right there. AmiAmi sisters. Even though the AmiAmi sisters, you know, aren't technically, you know, related by blood, so they're adopted sisters who became shrine maidens. All right, guys, we have gotten it worked out. So for a few of these other things, those would just be extra decorations. So maybe we could do like this Charizard right there, Eevee right here, and then Squirtle, Pikachu, Bulbasaur, and Ozzy. Right, I think I'm the heart right there for Ozzy. There we go. I think that should give it some like character and life right there in that spot. So we're gonna go ahead and do our comma one now. Let's see if I can open this box without, you know. Crap, I scratched it a little bit, not too bad. Not too bad. Hey, at least we're unboxing most of the stuff besides the Aline Clover. Because that's a Nimrod. That's going to take a little time to set up, which I'll probably be doing that during stream. Those take a little longer to set up because I like to swap the faceplates around and stuff. I know it's basic. It doesn't have too much. It says basic on it. I'll probably end up making another version with more stuff for her on that one. I love the inner designs of the box because it makes me feel like Kama should be in her box. Okay. Because it has a whole universe design in there. You know, it's like a whole universe design in there. It looks real nice too. I think it could be used, like maybe if I was doing figures, like a special like one stand figure with her all by herself, maybe with all her other Kama selves, like in a close, more smaller half the space, right? Kind of like half the space, and then put that there, and then put all the Kamas surrounding it to kind of get that universal feel for Kama. That would be more like a Dexy glass IKEA case. That would probably work. But I don't have one, so. That will just remain in the box. Eventually, I could probably do something like that in the future once I have more money saved up to afford those expensive glass cases, or make my own through craftsmanship. So just hitting the camera in the right spot. So, Kama would be something like this. Proposing. Jeez, look at that base. So beautiful. It fits Kama really well. So well, I wanted Kama to be with all her other selves, but then again, you know, I could always rotate Kama down here to up here and put those three down here. But that's always an option, so I might mess around with that. So this is the back of it and the front. This is when Kama's in her extension art. So if you haven't played the game, this is what it will look like. And she's in her posing. So yeah, see, as I said, it takes a lot of space. So a lot of space indeed. Now we're gonna grab this slowly, so I want to be careful because this is quite a bit on the heavy side. Wow, I could tell they did an amazing job painting her. I can smell the fresh new coat of paint. All right, guys, here we go. Oh my God. So, and how does this work? It's very simple. So we're gonna get Kama lined up here, right in there. See, as you put her down, that's it. Simple. So let me clean up this mess and I'll move for a bit. There's nothing holding her. She's held down by her own side and weight. So, props gently. So, yeah, she's painting well. Her chest size is really massive. So the design is real good. If you guys are curious to see behind, and sorry, you're gonna have to get one yourself for that. You can see the universe in her hair right there, and how she looks. Yeah, I'm surprised her outfit didn't just get censored. It's so even before this outfit and her second extension, oh my gosh, she's still adorable. Of course, if you look at the her main first form, and then she goes to her teen form with the outfit changing, and then she goes into this, come on, you cannot beat that. So grab this up carefully. I have to play with the adjustments, but there we go. And to be honest, if I push these three to the front more, I can put the rim room back there. But I want to save the other one, fit into a different shelf, like where all the rim rooms are all on the very first shelves. The top shelves is whatever who I consider my top to go up here, are the ones who rank the highest on favorite. As I did say, well, I don't want to move the other comma figure, so I'm going to take this down so you can kind of get my meaning. So that's her in her second extension form, which is adorable. So it would be probably better just to include that one, the adult one, and the actual pillowcase all up into the same area. So yeah, that could be a good possibility. And also, if I get another one of these shelves, they take about half the height. It would go all the way up high to the ceiling, but then it would block the wall scroll and thing, so that would kind of mess it up if I didn't use no back covering. So the back would be exposed, but heat will also be exposed to it, so humidity. And there are some gaps in this case where air still gets in there. Like air will get in here, like there's gaps like here and there. Because, you know, it still needs to get some type of fresh air, so it's not fully sealed perfectly, but enough to keep dust out and stuff. Probably not the best presentations, staples sitting out like that. I could have done that a lot better if I had pre-planned, thought about it ahead of time more. Probably next time when I get another shelf and redo these are just like flexible. They're not solid hard pieces of acrylic. They're like plastic acrylic that's flexible, but they're heat resistant. That's why I got them, is to keep the figure safe. And their acrylic panels will do the same thing, but their heat solid ones can melt. That's why I got these instead, because they're more temperature resistant. It's just about cutting them correctly and lining them up to be from here, like somewhere like up here and down. So from here to down there, close as you can. So that is pretty much all the boxes we had, except for the alien clover. I'm gonna set her up during stream, along with the others, and then because I'm gonna change their faceplates and poses around, so that takes a little time. I can put them up here later, and then provide a photo later. So, but overall, I'm gonna try to see if I can cram in some more spots, because I want to have my Merlin, because I have a Merlin figure coming. That's Lady Avalon in her swimsuit. I didn't get the normal one, the caster version, in her normal attire. And it's because I got her pillowcase and I wanted to present her pillowcase like somewhere here, but I would have to find something to stack up and then keep her there, which would be impossible because I know the cat, and plus it would get in the way of walking, because like the Bridget being in that corner was perfect. So that's why if I did another shelf going this way, then I could just do it that way with Bridget next to it, and then move the Merlin stuff into a bigger shelf over here with more Rimuru stuff. But the TV stand would have to go. So you know, if I get lucky, enough money, hit jackpot or stuff, and that's gonna probably be the first thing I do, is a bigger room space only dedicated to all the figures in it and well protected with the best, you know, ventilation for temperatures, and then have my computer in there and then keep that all separate from the bedroom. So, but overall, those are pretty much all the new stuff. I know it took a little long because of the Magic the Gathering stuff. We got Texas and the other girl here. We can put somewhere up here, but I'll leave them in the boxes because that way they're all more protected. So let's as this is going. So we got our new Rimuru figure, right? I love the pig design for this one. It was really cool. That's something they should consider with all figures going forward, or having still versions of that. We didn't really do much in this side. I do have a Rimuru illustration that covers like the seasons in anime, and then I have a Tenchi on Rimuru. I can't show that sadly, but it's a Tenchi where Rimuru's wearing a bunny outfit. You probably find it really quick, you know. Oh, that one, yeah. Then you have a bunch of Rimuru feminine stuff here. Then we have Yuzen from Alzer Lane along with St. Louis, and we're waiting for our unicorn to come. Unicorn won't probably fit in here. That's going to be a problem going forward, because when I got these shelves, I didn't think about the size and width. I thought something small like this would be good because it looks like a bookshelf type size, which would be good, but I'm going to have to think about that and getting what I said before, this changed to a shelf section and rid of the TV stand. As the game console, I could probably find some place like put some like little mini shelves underneath the desk or on the desk for the consoles or something, and then put the controller right on top of the console or something like that going forward. Since I don't really use my TV to play game consoles on, it would be better on my monitor. So, and then those other Rimworld figures can definitely come out their box and finally be free from their cage shackles, right? So that will probably wrap up my stream for the day. Oh, in going over this way, you have oh, we can see it. You have a Siligaki, a Merlin, and a Freyna. And that Merlin one is the one I was referring to. I wanted to put over there. Sadly, the other side I can't show because it's lewd. But you will find it on my figure collection, and you know, it's very hard to go buy and come get that. So I had to pay the seller quite a bit to get this. So is there more you can get out there? Probably, but that's up to the people who have it. Unless they go do a resell, that's the only I see you guys complaining at. As for me, I'm gonna have to fix and organize and clean some of this stuff up and put some of the stuff away. So. Oh, Jesus. We have about 3 hours and 54 minutes stream. That's way too damn long. That's because I took that whole one break and I had to help my mom. So, you guys will understand one day when your loved one is very sick and needs all the help you can get. So, nothing I could do about that, sadly. Even my health is not great. And I know a lot of people's health aren't great. And people take other people's health as a joke and say, oh, why are you streaming then? Why are you doing all that? But that's people, man. So, before I do end and wrap this up, I will probably be streaming maybe later tonight, if not, maybe tomorrow. Because I'm going to have to wrap up and organize stuff. So, if I don't stream today or tomorrow, it's because I'm messing with the shelves. So, I'll be streaming again this week, guys. We do want to finish Needy Stream Overlord for Ami, K-Angel. And we do have more stuff from AmiAmi coming. I already paid for it, so that's coming. I'm not gonna be sure where to put that stuff, but that's why I need to optimize the other shelf, get rid of those two sections on that shelf, and then have some more room. Well then, guys, I want to thank you for tuning in and watching, like always. I really appreciate the love and everything. And yes, I just disabled the webcam, and we're on the main mic. Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching. For those who had to skip past my video because I was AFK for so damn long, helping my mom and everything. Sorry about that. And you appreciate those who understand and those who really care. Subscribe, like, comment. I wanted to do a live stream instead of just doing a pre-recording and then uploading it at some point. Because then again, there was a couple videos I didn't upload. I forgot about them, and I probably would have forgot this one had I not done that. So I really want to thank you guys. Till then, take care and have a good day. Thank you for watching.